Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny's Detour, where we talk about anything and everything life related, consciousness, easy occurrence. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and I'm out and about again on another walk and talk with your two favourite compadres, and my two favourite compadres in the whole wide world, Paddy and Willow. Yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. Absolutely fantastic to have you all out and about again on another walk and talk with us, and we're just going to get ourselves on this down on this field down here. But yeah, thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. We're doing quite well now, guys. I believe we've got a couple more new subscribers, so welcome to the new subscribers. It's absolutely fantastic to have you out again. And I'll be honest with you guys, last couple of days I've not been feeling very well. Like, I've literally been, I don't know if it's COVID or what, but do you know, you just get like that eye pain and you're looking around, and so yeah, I've not really been 100%. So I was going to do a video yesterday, but I was a bit I had a bit of the old man flu, let's just say that, but it doesn't matter, listen, because we keep going, don't we, you know what I mean? But yeah, today I just wanted to talk about, I don't know if you're aware, but like NPCs. Do you know what NPCs are? Like non-playable characters. And one thing that I am noticing more now, just walking around, interacting with people, that everyone seems to, like, not everybody, but like a good majority of people now just seem to be like NPCs, where like they'll be walking around and it's like they're in a bloody daydream or something, you know what I mean? Like they'll just be walking around and be like, it's hard to explain, guys, but you know, but I'm noticing it more and more and more now. But I think what's I genuinely do believe that COVID did have a big part to play in all this social engineering, you know what I mean? Because it's crazy now to think, like, whatever they put out into the media now or set as rules, then that gets indoctrinated into people's minds, doesn't it? You know, you've only got to look at, like, say, you know, especially now in this country where, you know, they're locking people up for sending bloody tweets out and stuff like that. That's literally like, but he had it right, didn't he? That I don't know if it was George Orwell, he wrote the book, and he was basically saying it's looking like it's going to turn into a totalitarian state. And listen, guys, you know, with the way things are going, things are looking pretty grim and dark, you know what I mean? But it's like, I always go back to some of my other older videos. There's a reason for it, right? And it's basically because they deflate the currency. And, you know, word of warning to you now, like, from what I've been looking into and stuff like that, it's looking like we're going to be getting a massive an economic crash within the next couple of years or so, you know what I mean? It could even be sooner, I don't know, but you know, this is not scaring tactics, this is just listening to people who are very knowledgeable and are aware of these financial situations. And it's looking like, you know, don't quote me on it, but they're calling it, they're going to say it's going to make all the other depressions or economic crashes look like a tea party. listen, don't quote me on that, but I'm only going off what top people have said, you know. But we'll see, you know what I mean. But this is why I always look back, you know. I always look at things and I think, you know, they create division, they create control, they create hatred. Like, you know, God bless that girl. I don't really like talking about it, but you know, she was murdered in what do you call it, America, and I was, you know. But how people like that, but it's like, you've got to look at it like this, guys, right? Yeah, what they're doing now and how people can access and watch that video is absolutely beyond me, because, you know, that this goes against everything that we are, which is human. Because, you know, we're here to bring light to the world. We bring to bring love, community, support one another. Listen, I understand that, you know, bad things happen, and yeah, that's true, but it's getting to a point now where, you know, it's like, because of all this social engineering and conditioning, like, it's a bit like this. I'll give you an example, right? They'll put videos out on X, yeah, of like people like murdering people, you know, this like horrific stuff. You've only got to go back to say, like, when I was a child and that, yeah, we never had access to things like this. But what that does is it desensitizes people, because once you've watched that, you start to normalize it. So then if you see it like in your day-to-day, and this is why they're doing it as well, guys, it's satanic. The reason, you know, you could be going about your day-to-day, like, and you could, but the thing is, like, people don't help people anymore. People in need, people in danger, like that. I always look back to, like, when I was a kid, anyone would be in any sort of trouble, they'd be like, you know, an adult will be straight over. But like you say, we're getting into a point now where, you know, because people are walking around with weapons, knives, stuff like that, stuff's you know, it's getting a little bit more, well, it's getting a lot more real, isn't it? You know, and obviously we've got the problems with immigration, blah blah blah. At least listen, but at the end of the day, guys, they prophesied this in the Bible about end times, and in order for a new world to begin, you know, the old one has to crumble and burn down. So let's just say we're living in very, very interesting times. But back to what I was saying about the X things and stuff like that, like, literally they're desensitizing people now to a point where, like, if something horrific happens, they're just like, oh, well, never mind. Oh, did you hear? Oh yeah, somebody got started. It's like they're normalizing it when it's not normal. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and it's all done by design as well, guys. Once you start to, like, zoom out and look at it, because the elites and the rich and they're not bothered, right? Because what they'll do, they'll print money, yeah, devalue the currency, which enables them to buy assets at a cheap price. So like house, like that, you look in the UK now and some house prices are down by like 40%, yeah, some even more, right? So you've got to look at it like this and think to yourself, there's a reason for that, because, well, it's because of the devaluing of currency, because they print more money, because they have to pay back the bail bonds and debts or whatever, because we live in a debt-ridden society. But then it'll benefit, like, the people at the top with a lot of money, because then they'll buy assets, they'll buy gold, silver, or whatever that may be. But they'll buy, like say, people who are buying the properties now at a 40% discount, eventually over time, them house prices have to rise, which they will rise. So basically what will happen is they will they will get it at a cheaper price. They'll get everything at a cheaper price. So that's how it works, because I suppose in a way you've got to look at it like this, where, like, you've got to use other people's fear for your advantage. And, like, you know, when people are scared and people are selling, right, Willow, be quiet, come here. But yeah, so it's just interesting times. Paddy, get here now. Oi, Paddy, come here. Behave yourself now. Behave. Paddy, come on. Come here. I don't know what's up with him today. He's been a right bloody bugger. He's a right grumpy sod today. But yeah. Paddy, that's naughty that. But Anyway, Willow's sorting him out. Look, she's telling him off now because she knows I'm angry at him. Look, she's telling him off. But anyway, yeah, just let's just say there's a lot of stuff in the air, you know what I mean? Even Paddy's feeling it, aren't you? Right, come here now, I'm gonna have to put you back up, Lee. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. You know, if you haven't done so, I do invite you to do so. But we'll get Paddy out lead now. And yeah, don't forget to check out my socials, which are down in the link in the description below. But for me, Paddy and Willow, who's a little grumpy sod today, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.